make sure they got into the show. That was the best I could do. Well, that's enough. They go ahead with it. So, anyway, that does officially... That was hard, man. That does officially bring us to the storytelling portion of tonight. I do want to tell some stories because I have had some odd adventures. So my problem has been that I can't decide. I like them all. I can tell you every story all night long. They all mean something to me. They were all impactful in my life in some way. And so rather than me trying to steer things or make any points, I'm going to go blindly into this. And since there's 4 tables, I'm going to give you guys a couple cards and you some cards. And I'll give you some cards. And I'll give you some cards. If you guys want to pick one title card out of there, somebody out there is going, audience participation, I didn't sign up for that. Don't worry, your ticket's still worth the price. So, when you have your title card, I want to get it from you, but I don't want to see it. I want to be as surprised as everyone else. So it's like a magic trick, but with order rules. All right, so that's one. Bueller? All right, thank you. All right, sweet. Oh, I guess I should have given you guys some. See, you shouldn't have sat all the way over there. You'll get the next round. All right, so I'm going to mix these up a little bit. Ooh, the first mystic. Ooh, this is just a kind of little cute one, and it's one of those that, I mean, I don't know, I guess you can make whatever you want out of it. So this is my first quest. And I had gone north. I went north in the winter. Am I a dumbass or what? Like, I totally did not plan that out at all. Thank God it only lasted like 9 days. But anyway, so I'm heading north, and I'm going up 95, and I see this sign, Scenic Outlet. And I'm like, oh, that sounds fun. I'm going to stop and look. Now again, the thing to remember, especially with the first quest, my whole goal was to know nothing, do nothing, be nothing. To reach out to this divine intelligence and say, these are all the systems I understand. If you're going to talk to me, talk to me. So I pull into this overlook, and it's mystic. And it's just, I don't know, it was like raining, and it was kind of like twilightish, and these lights were on, and everything was just twinkling and soft, and honestly, the best image I can give you to try to relate to what I felt is think Norman Rockwell. Like, that's what caught me. I was like, my God, look at that. I have to go there. So I get off the exit, and I go, and I park at Mystic Seaport. Now, I'm packing up my bag, because whenever I'm questing, I carry a bag with me on my adventures. You never know what's going to happen. And I'm packing up my bag, and I'm like, okay, so which way am I supposed to go? Now, the next detail is a little fuzzy, because I personally, in my head, remember it as geese, but in my journal from that time, it says seagulls. Either way, the point is still the same. I no sooner asked where I should go, and I look up in the sky, and there is a line of 100 men. No, a line, actually, of like 100 birds flying. I feel like I'm telling the joke all over again. Flying in single file. When have you ever seen a flock of birds fly in a direct single file line? Now, if that doesn't grab your attention, nothing will. So I was like, okay, I'm listening. Because that's some weird shit. So the birds fly directly over my head, all in single file, one by one by one by one, and all of a sudden, one by one, they bang off to the right, and they fly directly above this alley that I can see from where I'm standing. Okay. So I'll go down the alley. So I started making my way down the alley, and again, I was practicing with everything. So there's something out there called cloud divination. We've all done it. Oh, look, it's a bear, right? Except with cloud divination, the point is to kind of, the image is supposed to be talking to you, telling you what you need to know. So I'm walking down this alley, and I'm like, okay, what's next? let's try some cloud divination. That sounds fun. You haven't done that before. So I look up in the sky, and no lie, in the clouds, I see this face. An older gentleman. Glasses, beard, not quite Santa Claus-ish, but pushing. I said, all right, cool, whatever. And I continued on my way. Came out of the alley onto the main street. I did the first thing I always do in a town. I was like, yo, where's the coffee? Right? Like, where's the coffee shop? And somebody directed me to this place called the Green Marble. So I go to the Green Marble. I get my coffee. I'm sitting outside and I'm journaling and I'm paying attention to these college kids at the table, and I'm just kind of absorbing this whole moment. And this guy comes out of the store and he's walking around and he's cleaning the tables, and I'm seeing this all out of the corner of my eye. I'm like, he's obviously, you can tell by the way he's talking to everybody. And finally I look up and it's this older gentleman with glasses. No one here. It is the exact image I just saw in the cloud. So I talked to him. Now, to be fair, nothing super magical or spiritual happened that day. The point was to show that you can kind of gauge your way. What he did do, however, was invited me down to this Irish pub. And it was a legit Irish pub. They have since torn it down. It was John's Irish pub. It was a little tiny hole in the wall. I got there before him, and it was one of the most memorable nights of my life. I loved that night. I walk in, and no lie, it's a red-haired, like brazen Irish woman behind the counter. There's a big old burly Irish dude sitting at the bar. He's got this big mutton chops. They call him Bear. And over in the corner, we're the only ones in the bar. Over in the corner, there is a college-aged couple pretending to play the video game while they fornicated in the corner. And it was just this really nice time. And again, what I take from this is, again, first of all, it doesn't always have to be magical. It doesn't always have to be a miracle. It doesn't always have to be incredible. But life will guide us. But also, my takeaway from this was that it works somehow. The cloud divination worked, the totems work.